In this video, I want to talk about something that is frustrating all of us right now, which is Mewtwo. And some people asked me for my opinion on the dev letter that came out about Zacian and Mewtwo, where they said they're gonna, monitor those Pokemon more, put them on test server, and make sure that Zacian and Mewtwo and future legendary Pokemon are not gonna be as OP on release as Zacian was, right? And guess what happened? We're in the same thing as well that happened with Mewtwo, or with Zacian, I mean. Now with Mewtwo, we're in the same scenario exactly again, and it just makes the game so frustrating and unfun to play. It's just completely broken and doesn't really have a lot of counterplay, and this game was absolutely frustrating. I'm having a terrible time right now, sadly, playing against this, because Future Sight, Side Strike, I think Future Sight is a bit more popular right now. It's just a point-and-click hook that you have no counterplay to. You can't really full heal it because it's instant. You can't body block it. It stuns you. It slows you, it makes Mewtwo do more damage against you, and it's just so difficult to actually have enjoyment against it, because if it's so ridiculous. Of course you can beat Mewtwo, I'm not saying you can't beat Mewtwo, it's not impossible to beat Mewtwo, but it's just ridiculously difficult. It just doesn't feel fair. It's like you are doing a raid in a game, and you're raiding against a boss, and but it isn't just another player out of 5 of the enemy team. Like, I don't want to be raiding, right? That should be Rayquaza or something, where we team up to beat on Rayquaza, not one of the enemy Pokemon. That is, like, in this game, you're gonna see it's gonna snowball very bad, very fast. And that's why I didn't believe in this letter to be honestly genuine by the developers. I just don't believe they're genuine about it. You guys, probably some of you know that South Park episode where that CEO is saying, we are so sorry, oh my god, we are so sorry, while, swimming in money. And that's what I felt like about it as well. Like, right here, I can't walk up ever back to my goal. I'm stuck between my first and my second goal. And Mewtwo can just stand there and pull us in. Doesn't matter what, like, he can just walk up to our goal, auto-attack us, future sight us, and we can't do anything about it. It's so frustrating that he just stands there. What are we supposed to do about it? And if I walk up a bit closer, bam, I'm pulled in, I'm stunned, I'm slowed, and I'm gonna take damage from it at the same time. It's gonna Mega Evolve. I can't even get to my goal. Like, it is ridiculous, right? I can't get to my goal. I end up dying here as well, getting pushed in as well again. I mean, at this point, I was just kind of frustrated and tilted, I think, which is very understandable, right? Up against this. And it just doesn't feel like I just don't know what their problem is. Like, can't be healthy for the game as well, right? Because I asked a lot of my viewers if they continue playing the game right now. They're waiting until Mewtwo gets nerfed, which means there's less people playing the game. I'm not sure how it works. Do they really have more people playing the game because one Pokemon is overpowered? Again, I'm under my goal. I just get pulled in and I'm gone. If your character has no mobility, right? Like Pikachu has no mobility except for eject button, which is a high cooldown. I can't do anything about it. I'm under my goal. It can even teleport towards me, right? It can teleport, then it can future sight me in. There's nothing I can do about it. It's ridiculous. There would be so many nerfs they could do. Like, future sight straight up should be a skill shot, right? They did say they wanted to make Mewtwo easy to play for beginners so that they can get, Mewtwo's very high Pokemon. Of course, like a legendary Pokemon like Mewtwo should be exciting and hype to play, right? But it shouldn't be taking over the game like this just because it's a legendary Pokemon. They don't have to do that. But Timmy feels like the need of every legendary Pokemon has to be strong because it's a legendary, which is absolutely nonsense. This game is not canon. It doesn't make sense. We don't even have, weakness advantages or something. It makes no sense to have any sorts of, like, it just makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's a MOBA game, right? It makes no sense to have things from the series or from the game have the same effect in Unite. Again, we don't even have, like, water being better against fire or something. We don't even have that either. So, like, there's no point in this even being a thing. I'm farming right here. I'm losing half of my HP, even though I'm literally just farming my level 9 or try to get my level 9 back up. And I tried very hard to still come back into this game and win it. And, I mean, again, like, having Mewtwo, of course, as a weak release would be quite disappointing. But I just don't know. We had the test server now where they monitor it. It currently has the highest win rate. If they would, I don't mind an OP release if they would just fix it faster. I mean, they did, nerf Mew on release day, right? But it's still like, if I think, what is the win rate right now? Like, if Mewtwo's in one team and the other doesn't have a Mewtwo, the win rate is like 65% or something, which is ridiculous. A Pokemon can't have 65% win rate just because it's on one team and not on the other one, right? That is just not healthy. That is just not okay. And then people are going to complain about the pay to win again because Mewtwo can be, bought for money. And it's just a never-ending circle. So and if you look at all the other legendary or mythical Pokemon that got released, Urshifu was pretty OP, right? Hooper was OP. Mew was OP. Zacian was beyond OP. Mewtwo was beyond OP. they just keep on doing the same pattern without learning out of it. And I just don't, like, I just can't see it being a good thing. I feel like you're just losing player base at this point over and over again over it. Even though right now I feel like my views are pretty good on Twitch and YouTube. People are still enjoying the game, and I'm trying my hardest to enjoy it. But it's so frustrating to do when the devs just refuse to make the game good. I just don't know. Like, it can't be that Future Sight, Strike are all just point-and-click things. Again, they want to make Mewtwo easier to play, but why is it so overloaded? Why does it have so many things again? They just released Agility on Zacian, right? Which had too many things in it, Agility. And then I released Teleport. Teleport is an eject button with X speed, X attack, and it also makes Mewtwo gain the Mega Gauge faster on a very low cooldown. It's like 3 battle items in one ability that also helps him get to more damage faster. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous, right? To think about. I think Mewtwo is beatable if it doesn't have a pocket support. I think the biggest issue as well that Comfey exists, right? Comfey, or just in general healers, are going to make it worth if the Mewtwo plays around healing Pokemon. It's quite difficult. Here as well, look, it just runs away from my Thunderbolt. At this point, I was so annoyed and done with this. The problem is that I feel like you can't have fun. All right? That's the issue. Like, those Pokemon don't allow you to have fun. You can't pick, you know, unconventional picks like Pikachu or builds that are not the best one, because then you stand absolutely zero chance against some of these releases. The sad part as well is that we had actually an insane patch right between, there was like one nerf to Umbreon and the patch to Mewtwo release was the best time I had in this game in the last year. Straight up. Those 3 days between Umbreon being nerfed, the balance patch, and Mewtwo being released was the most balanced time we ever had in Unite for a long time, and the game actually felt insanely fun to play. I felt like I could play almost every character and have a good time when all the OP ones were nerfed, right? Like, it felt amazing. And then Mewtwo releases, and I'll be back to just, if you don't pick Mewtwo, don't have Mewtwo in your team, your chances of winning are so much lower. So yeah, this game, I'm gonna leave it to the past Chris now, that already, you know, played this game. And there's something even more frustrating happening that made me just lose all my mood for the entire day. So I hope you guys watch until the ending. It's gonna be very frustrating, and I hope you guys share my frustration. Don't forget to like the video and let me know in the comments why you think the devs are like this and what you would like to see change in the future. Okay, they're all there, Blissey. They just took the objective. Nice, Blissey. Smartest Blissey player. You really just walk up onto the goal to score. Unreal. Go defend bot. Oh, come on. If that... We could have won the game there, maybe. Like, you... If we lose by 60 points now. Why does it have to be in range? No, there's no way. There is no way.